Okay, this is the Algebra 2 Semester 1 final exam review. We're going to start with number 16 and go through number 19. Try and get all these graphing problems done all at once. Okay, in the instructions it says, label the vertices, 3 points per graph, and the axis of symmetry. Okay, on the final you have to recognize which graph belongs to which function and be able to especially find the axis of symmetry and vertex. So for this one, y equals x squared plus 2, the simplest way to think of this is just that this is a standard parabola, y equals x squared, with a shift up of 2. Okay, so the parent graph is just a simple parabola, vertex at 0, 0, going like this. But then when I add the shift of 2 up, moves everything 2 up. So the vertex is here. Each point gets moved up 2. And the final parabola will look like this. So the vertex is at 0, 2. This point will be at 1, 3. Back over here. This is at negative 1, 3. The axis of symmetry is right along the y-axis. Okay, so that's 16. 17, y equals x squared minus 6x plus 9. For this one, since it's in standard form, I'm going to do the axis of symmetry, negative b over 2a. Like I've said before, make sure that formula is on your note card. Okay, so axis of symmetry is at negative b, so the opposite of negative 6 is 6 over 2 times a is 1. So axis of symmetry is 6 divided by 2, which is 3. What that means is when you make your table of numbers, you should have 3 in the center, because that's where the axis of symmetry will be. I'll draw on the graph 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's your axis of symmetry. Okay. So then put each of these values in. I'll do that. No work over here. So y equals 3 squared minus 6 times 3 plus 9. 3 squared is 9 minus 18 plus 9. Oh, look. 9 minus 18 is 9 plus 9 is 0. So our vertex is right there at 0. Now, numbers that are really close. Let's just pick 2 and 4 to make life simpler. If x is equal to 2, y equals 2 squared minus 6 times 2 plus 9. 2 squared is 4 minus 12 plus 9. So y equals, well, negative 8 plus 9. Look, 1. All right, and since this is a parabola and they're symmetrical, the value for 4 should also be 1. So 4, 1, and 2, 1 are our other 2 points. And I draw the parabola. The vertex is at the point 3, 0. Okay. So that's number 7. Or 17. Okay. I'm going to finish by doing number 18. And we'll save number 19 for another video so it doesn't get too long. Alright. This is in vertex form. Y equals x minus h squared plus k, basically. So this is a shift of the y equals x squared with the shift up of 3. Oh, I'm sorry. Shift over of 3 and up of 2. Okay, because h tells you how far left or right to go, and the k tells you how far up or down. So for this, I don't want to have to go all the way over there. So my first point, the vertex, is going to be at 3, 2. So over 3, 1, 2, 3, up 2. Okay, that'll be my first point. Okay, so I'll make a short table with values very close to 3. All numbers close to 3 are 2 and 4. The vertex we found was 3, 2. Putting in 2 into the equation, I'll move that over here. Y equals 2 minus 3 squared plus 2. 2 minus 3 is negative 1. Negative 1 squared is 1. Plus 2. 1 plus 2 is 3. And since parabolas are symmetrical, the value for 4 should also be 3. So they match on both sides. So I'll finish my graph. So at 2, 3, I have a point. At 4, 3, I have a point. And there's the parabola. Axis symmetry goes straight through the vertex. So I have the axis symmetry. Vertex, oh, we already labeled that, at 3, 2. So that's the graph for number 18. All right, well, let's just do number 19 anyway. This one is in vertex form. So the best thing to do is first find the x-intercepts. And that's where y equals 0. So if I set this whole thing equal to 0, either x would equal -2, because -2 plus 2 equals 0, or x would have to equal 4, because 4 minus 4 is 0. So those are my 2 points, -2, 0, and 4, 0. Those are the x-intercepts. 1, -2, 0, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, the axis symmetry is directly in between those two, so halfway in between. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So between -2 and 4, directly in between is +1. So somewhere on that axis symmetry is the vertex. So we're going to put 1 in for x, find out what that equals. 1/3 times 1 plus 2 times 1 minus 3. 1/3 times 1 plus 2 is 3. 1, that's supposed to be 4. 1 minus 4 is -3. 3 times -3 is -9 times 1/3. It's going to give you -3. So the vertex is at the point 1, -3. So 2, -3. So now we have the vertex, and we have 2 points that happen to be the x-intercepts, and we just need to graph it. I know for a fact on the final they're going to ask you on a question like this what the x-intercepts are and the vertex, so be sure you're able to find those. Okay, good luck. Make sure you make a very nice, neat, complete note sheet.